Hello and welcome back to Sjin Games. Today we're playing something called Sunless Skies. It's a Cthulhu-esque horror game where you fly a steam-powered, Gatling gun-loaded steam train through like a tentacly horror Cthulhu space world. It looks really cool. It's got some great reviews. It's mostly positive on Steam, which is great. So I'm going to jump in and check it out because I've heard lots of great things about this game. Log of Her Majesty's Locomotive, the Orphean, March 14th, 1905. Our expedition to the domains of the dead has been eventful. The Orphean is damaged and in grievous need of repairs and supplies. We are returning, in haste, to the Reach, where I hope to make port at New Winchester. May God be with us, for 1,000 deaths wait in the sky. Final entry of Captain Amelia Charity Whitlock. Oh, I did that in a man's voice. I'm sorry, Amelia. Oh, this is a very sound-rich game. Okay, so you control your flying steamship. This is kind of like the Back to the Future train, isn't it? Oh, it handles like you'd imagine a flying steam train to handle. Cruise control is C, and that's automatic forwards, but you don't want that because we'll crash. I've returned to the Reach, an untamed sunless span of the heavens. London's new frontier, a celestial garden run wild. So you can dodge with... Oh, right, so you can let off a quick burst of steam to go left and right. But this bar goes up when you do. Oh, because you can tap it loads for like a extra boost. Your journey back from the Blue Kingdom was tumultuous. Your locomotive is damaged. And Captain Whitlock badly wounded. So I'm in charge now. I'm the captain now. As first officer, the crew look to you. The nearest station is New Winchester. Can you get the Orphean there to safety? Well, hot diggity damn, I hope I can. Hey! Supplies. Scavenge these. Nice. Much to the relief of your stokers. You find a barrel of fuel. Little food left, so we've got to find some hunger. The Ozymandias. A wreck drifts here, less fortunate even than you. We should scavenge her for repairs. Oh, wow. So it's all about, like, you come across a lot of these random encounters and you have decisions to make and a story to read. So the wreck hangs in the sky, pocked with recent gunfire. There's been an attack here. Two of the crew are whispering as they dress. Come on now, guys. Just get it together. What business did Captain Whitlock have in the Blue Kingdom anyway? Maybe there should be a Cockney voice. What business did Captain Whitlock have in the Blue Kingdom anyway? What the devil did we trespass on the districts of the dead? You silence him with a knife to the throat. Now's not the time. Leading the way, you jump. Your stomach lurches with vertigo as the stars blaze above you and below. The air of the heavens is thin and torn by unpredictable winds. When your boots hit the running board of the Ozymandias and your leather-gloved hands fumble for a hold. Oh no, I'm gonna fall. One of your companions throws you a line, and you lash the two engines together. Only then do the rest of the boarding party follow you. Whew, close call. One of them forces open an exterior hatch, and you clamber inside. We're going in, boys. Her interior is cold, unlit, and whistles with wind. Your party's lamps spread buttery lights over the narrow, panelled passages. You make your way toward the hold, stepping over bodies crumpled in the corridor. Unfortunately, your way is blocked. A bulkhead has been mangled inwards by a well-aimed barrage. So I've got two choices here. Clear the obstruction, or lead your party on a more precarious path. Ah, right, so each of these choices have a success rate. I see. But your veils give this a 75% chance of success. So whichever way we're going, it's like a 1 in 4 chance that we'll fail. We either clear the obstruction, or we go back out onto the Ozymandias' hull and climb past the blockage to enter through a window. We're going to clear the obstruction. Boom. A memory. As you strain against the stubborn steel, you remember an event from a year ago. A boiler explosion had trapped an engineer under a tangle of plating and pipework. The captain was first on the scene. You were second. Together, you managed to pry the wreckage upwards enough for you to crawl beneath it, while the captain braced the bar across her back. By all means, take your time, she grunted. She's got a very gruff voice. As you drag the engineer out. Back in the present, the twisted bulkhead yields. Your companions clear the exposed rubble away. The way is clear. Let's have a search. You find enough food, yes, and gear to restock my supplies, and enough spare parts to make necessary repairs to the Orphean. These are certainly Orphean times, my friends. The food will need to be thoroughly thawed, of course, but you've eaten worse in the skies. Oh! Cries one of your party. It's me, I'm on the ship. Prying the lid off a long crate, it holds a cannon, still nestled in straw. Another crewman pulls a battered birdcage from a pile of ruined cargo. Within the cage, something winged and furry opens a sullen eye. You examine your finds. So we've got this weird Cthulhu demon and a gun. The Ozymandias emits a long, juddering creak. Your boarding party exchange nervous glances. From the chaos of its hold, you have retrieved repairs and supplies, and discovered some useful equipment. A gun that could be mounted to your loco, and an educated bat. It's a bat that talks. Okay. So mount the cannon, liberate the bat, and employ it as a scout. Do we want a gun or a scout? I want a gun. I want to be able to defend myself. Although the bat is the cool choice. The Cotterell in Hathersage, Jerusalem, fires single shells to a good range, more or less accurately. You order 2 of your party to get it back to your vessel and fit it immediately. Okay. Man, these story sections are really long and drawn out, but I love them. So it's creaked again. Do I liberate the bat or return to the boat? Let's unlock the bat. The bat treats its rescue as an inconvenience and immediately begins haggling over pay. What? You offer to put it back in its damn cage and leave it on the Ozymandias, at which point it becomes more polite. Yeah, there you go. You doubt it will last. So we've got a diffident bat. I don't even know what diffident means. It's too dangerous to stay. We've got a bat and a gun. Let's go home. Your terror has reduced. Excellent. So we have terror. Oh, right. There's a bar here on the left. It says terror. Nightmares untroubled. So I'm untroubled and I've got 3% terror. That's good. What are these then? Fuel, food, supplies, health of the hull, cargo, hold. We've got 6 items in the hold and 8 of 10 crew. All right. So we can get more crew members. Maybe the bat is a crew member. Let's go. Let's get away from this wreck. Onwards, my friends. Press F to send your scout. Costs supplies. Why would we do that? Where's he gone? He's only gone and pissed off. Your scout reports a successful expedition. Oh, okay. Your scout has discovered something. To see what it is, open your chart, the compass icon in the toolbar. Cool, okay. So far, I've read more than I've moved my locomotive. Captain Whitlock lies in bed. Black marks cover her skin like a monstrous brand. When she coughs, coils of acrid smoke pour from her lungs. So do I inquire about the captain's injuries or approach the bedside? Captain opens her eyes as you draw near. She attempts to smile. Who are we going to ask? So the captain's always going to say she's fine because she's the captain. The doctor, he's going to obey the Hippocratic Oath and not tell about his patients. Right? That's what it means. We'll ask the captain. We owe her that much. Her mouth is blistered from blue fires that dance on her tongue. Oh my god, she's infected. Her hand grips your arm. Her skin is hot as a kettle. Made arrangements. The Orphean will be yours. Her voice is just a rasp of burned meat breath. But promise. She breaks off to scream a word in a language that was not made for human mouths. And when she resumes speaking English, she's weaker. Her request, little more than a grasp. Promise me one last service. Promise! What are we going to promise her? Are we going to obey? Yeah, it's her last command. Although she might be possessed at the moment, so she could be giving us bad commands. She sinks back, relieved. All in my will, she grasps. Be a better. She breaks off as the sigils burned into her bone flare, glowing cherry red through her flesh and skin. Better captain than I. Oh, captain. Don't say that. Say it ain't so. Okay, let's get this captain back to safety. So primary fire is left click. Uh-oh. Looks like we've got a Cthulhu loco. So it doesn't waste... Ooh. Did we get him? So reach marauder. So that's not a Cthulhu. That's just like a pirate. We'll wait until he hovers across this gap and then we'll waste him. So it looks like shooting my gun generates heat. Okay. Come here, you. Here we go. Bit of dodge work. Come on. Oh, he's good. He's a good captain. Here he comes. Yes. A fine hit. Oh, we'll reckon him. Absolutely destroyed. And he dropped a cool star thing. But I don't know what that does. Loot. Oh, it's loot. Strip it for repairs. We can get health back, but we don't need to because my hull's fine. Or we can raid it. What are we going to find? 23 sovereigns. Nice. Love a bit of sovereigns, do I? Alright. Let's keep on going through this dark Cthulhu fog. Can't see much here, kitten. Does smell something awful, though. Out sends my scout. What's he come back with? Nothing. Oh, New Winchester. So we can dock. Yeah! Now we can spend some of these hard-earned sovereigns. Coast into the bustle and din. Soot and the steam of Wolvesey Station. Station master bustles over. I must speak with your captain. He insists, brandishing a ledger. The usual formalities. The station master looks confused. You inform him that, unfortunately, the captain has passed. Oh, no. He says neutrally. Sorry to hear that. Very, very sad. Very sad. Yes. He waits for what he considers an appropriate minute and a half before continuing. Wow. A minute and a half. It's going to be a really awkward minute. Alas, even amidst tragedy, the cogs of bureaucracy must turn. If Captain Whitlock has deceased, the station authority require their answers from the first officer. That's me, I suppose. Dons a set of spectacles, locates his pen. Relatively painless. Name, background, purpose of visit, etc. Shall we begin? Here we go. So we get to create our captain now. Right, so... Oh, are we going to be a street urchin? A soldier? A poet? An academic? Or it keeps going. What else have we got here? A priest, a sailor, a ministry auditor, a revolutionary. What does it seem like this place needs? You know what? I think it needs a poet. Create your captain, the Celestials. Increase your mirrors, the skill of investigating and deducing, and affiliates you with Bohemia. Increase your veils. So you get mirrors, veils, and iron. I like veils. We're going to go with veils. The Nocturnals. Sounds like me IRL. And choose an ambition. What does winning mean to you? Wealth. Fame. The truth. To win, gather a substantial retirement fund. Oh, so that's about getting cash and you win the game. Fame is about gathering stories of your exploits. Yeah. And truth. This is a demanding ambition, best played by a lineage that has already completed wealth or fame. Let's go for fame. Oh, here we go. Appearance. We can click random. That guy looks like a poet. Look at that guy. He's wearing like glasses, got like a beard, a cool ponytail. And his name is Comrade Klaus. The poet. The reading of the will. 3 weeks have passed. The captain's relatives, from whom she was mostly estranged, are clearly wondering why you are here. Why are we here? In a final codicil, the notary announces, Captain Whitlock confirms that the possession of the Orphean was to pass to its first officer. He peers at you with dry grey eyes. This includes a certain black box contained in the Orphean's hold. Black box? Captain Whitlock's final request was that at the time of your choosing, you transport said box to an address in London. And he hands me an address. And deposit it here. You are not to look inside. She gave no explanation. That's it. You're the captain now. The Orphean is yours now. So I can investigate the black box at New Winchester, or you could take the box as requested. Should we open the box? Let's look in the box. It's a box. Black basalt. It's like a coffin. Let's examine the box a bit more. It has the dimensions of a sarcophagus plundered from the tomb of some forgotten prince of Egypt. Closed fast. There are no carvings or inscriptions on it. The join where the lid meets, the body, is too thin to admit even a knife blade. I can't even open it if I tried. We'll leave it here. Right, so we can recruit the incautious driver. I specialise in test driving, but I'm looking for something quieter. Let's do that. An opportunity. Oh, right, so we just recruited a guy, and now he's giving us an opportunity. Excuse me, Captain. A woman pushes through the crowds towards you. She is short and square-shouldered, in a neat black suit and polished shoes. She shows you the case of her pocket watch. No, let's forget this. Let's get out of port. Let's go on exploration. Hire on crew, repair the locomotive, follow your ambition. What's this? The song of the sky looms in your mind, an unfinished monument. Where to begin? You take advantage of a quiet moment to pull out your journal. Ah, okay. So we write something in our journal and that adds towards our fame. Let's hire more crew. Hire some of the turncoats crew as replacements. Today in New Winchester is a buzz of the rumour a famous tackety captain has turned tail and fled back to London. Promised a generous pension and a full pardon for selling secrets. Ooh. His crew are a loose end. Let's get him. So how do we get out onto the... Oh, right, we can just close it. So you can come back to New Winchester at any time to go through a lot of story options. I like it. It's like a very rich digital game novel. Well, thanks for watching, guys. This has been a brief look at Sunless Skies. It's a lot of fun. If you like very text-heavy adventure games, then this is the one for you. It's pretty fun. You never know what's going to happen. The world is very immersive, and definitely if you love Lovecraftian stuff, like Cthulhu kind of stuff, this might be the one for you. And if I did have like time to spare, I could definitely see myself getting into this. Certainly it's like a travel game that you put on a laptop or something and take with you somewhere. So yeah, thank you for watching. We're going to get back into some more Shindy games, so do stay tuned. But until then, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care.